Welcome to This Is the Day. My name is Drew Crisp. I'm here with
Bo Chansey.
All right, April 2nd, 2020.
That is.
This
April
is the
2nd.
day.
Hey, Drew, do you ever wake up surly?
Surly.
Surly.
Give me kind of some context of the word surly.
I mean, surly, like, you basically like you don't want to see another human.
I don't think I've ever woken up like that.
No.
I don't think so.
You're just like chipper.
Chipper, ready to roll.
Woo!
Yes.
Like a squirrel trying to get a nut.
Sunshiny day. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes. I mean, I'm a little groggy. I'd use groggy. I don't know if surly would be the word.
Groggy's very different than surly, for sure. Very, very different than surly. But yeah, I do the surly every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not today.
Not today?
No, goodness, no.
All right.
No, I wouldn't put that on you guys. I mean, you wouldn't like me when I'm surly.
You won't like me when I'm surly. All right, good. Well, I'm glad that you're not surly now, and you're excited to be here.
Surly not.
Surly not.
Whoa, okay. Your puns are starting to wear off on me.
Whoa, it bleeds. Listen, we are so excited you have joined us this morning. Please, if you would, go ahead and share this. Also subscribe to our Manchester Christian Church YouTube page.
Absolutely.
You'll get all kinds of great content, so we thank you so very much. Bo, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Drew
morning
Crisp.
to you. Yes,
Good
Chris.
morning.
Even if you were to come at me surly, I would still say good morning.
Do you ever hear that? If you do have someone surly, I have a song.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. You live in a zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like 1, 2, pew!
Oh, no. I have actually never heard that song.
No, well, yeah, count yourself lucky.
I like that. I like that.
That's my monkey. I used to do that when the kids were babies.
Yeah.
And I go in the morning, that's what I'd sing to them.
That was the song?
That's what I do, because they usually,
Yeah.
when they were ripe.
Woof.
Woo!
Our song in our house is good morning, good morning.
Wow. That sounded pretty.
Yeah, that's a good one, right?
That's why you're not surly. You wake up with a song in your heart, and it sounds so pretty. My song is so pretty. How about this one? Way up in the sky, the little birds fly. Way down in the nest, the little birds rest. With a wing on the left and a wing on the right, the little birds sleep all through the night. The bright sun comes up, the dew falls away. Good morning, the little birds say. Then there's an alternate ending. The farmer comes out with gun in his hand. Boom, boom, boom! boom, boom, no birds on my land.
Oh, my word. What?
I did an experiment with my kids. 2 of them, I only sang the original ending to. And 1, every day I sung them the alternate ending. We're going to see how they come up.
You're shaping worldviews.
Yeah, that's right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, you know,
Oh,
I
my
try.
word. That was a joy. That was amazing. Thank you, Bo. Thank you for that. I thought maybe we were going to get a little Fiddler on the Roof, you know?
Well.
Sunrise, sunset.
My goodness, lots of...
Sunrise, sunset. But no.
No.
We got that. That was
That's
beautiful.
what you got. Yeah.
Bo, what'd you do last night?
Well, last night was interesting. It was the first Wednesday of the month, and typically on the first Wednesday of the month, we have an elders meeting. Okay. So the elders of Manchester Christian Church, they're like, I guess in kind of worldly terms, they'd be more like a board of directors, but they do a lot more. They provide spiritual oversight, care, for the church as a whole. And so once a month, at least, we meet. Then we meet every Sunday morning and pray for an hour or so. So we had our elders meeting last night, and we did it via Zoom, so we're all in our homes. And I got to tell you, probably the best elders meeting I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
And I've been a part of some really amazing ones.
Yeah.
But this group of, this team, man, they are amazing, and God has united our hearts together. And, as we're talking about like really challenging circumstances and, just unity and positivity and faith, but also a ton of wisdom and then, also dreaming about the future and how we can reach the most people in the shortest time. I just was in awe of the leadership God's provided for our church. So yeah, that's what I did last night.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, how about you? What'd you do last night?
I just feel like anything in comparison to what you just said is going to be like,
This is going to be pretty lame.
Man,
you
we
watching
had
some Netflix there, were
Had
you?
some hot dog sandwiches and, watched a movie. No, so we have a trail around our house, and we've gone one way on the trail. But we hadn't gone the other way, so we decided to go the other way. And there's some really cool things we found. I believe, don't quote me on this, I think we found a Venus flytrap, a carnivorous plant.
In New Hampshire?
Don't quote me on it, but I looked at it. I'm going to keep an eye on it.
I'm not a botanist.
But you dress like one.
I'm not sure they're native to here.
Okay, fair enough. But man, it looked like one.
It could have been surplanted. No. Okay.
I love it. And then we did watch a movie, Swallows and Amazons. I believe is the name of it. I don't know.
Like birds?
Yes, Swallows and Amazons. And it is it's a book, and then it's also a movie now, and lovely adventure tale of a family and conquering an island, and it's great.
They conquered an island.
They conquer an island.
They showed up and they put their
yes,
flag in?
Yeah, their name's Walker. They say this is Walker Island. They claimed it.
We've come in the name of Walker.
Yep, it's a group of children, and there's another group of children, and so they have a little bit of a fun little war there, and there's like a spy story too. It's, as I'm explaining it, it's probably not. I mean,
So wait, was the island inhabited?
Not inhabited. No, this is a local lake. It's just an island in the middle of this lake, and so
Okay, like a vacation spot.
spot, and it's not.
All right, I mean, I went like, post-apocalyptic. I went really dark there.
This isn't Waterworld. This is Swallows and Amazons. Kevin Costner's nowhere to be found, and it was fun. It was good. So
Okay.
watch that. And yeah.
Great. Hey, man, our daily verse of the day today. We always encourage you guys to download the YouVersion Bible app. There's a daily verse of the day. I have the app on my phone. I use it every single day. And today's verse of the day is found from 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 22. Let's read that. It says, "How great are you, sovereign Lord," with an exclamation point. "There is no one like you, and there is no God but you, as we have heard with our own ears." I love this exclamation. How great are you, sovereign Lord. And Drew, I wasn't familiar with the context of this particular verse, and I had some extra time this morning. So I went ahead and read all of this chapter of 2 Samuel. And the context here, it's King David and the prophet Nathan. They're going to have an interaction. So what David wants to do is, David's conflicted because God has helped him become king or made him king. Didn't just help him become king, he actually made him king. And David has now a palace made of cedar, which is really expensive wood for that part of the world. And so he's got this house made of cedar, a palace. And he's conflicted because he wants to build a house for God. And so he's got in mind to do it. And Nathan's like, yeah, do it. I think that's smart. You should do it. But then God speaks to Nathan, the prophet, and tells him, no, that's not what I want David to do. So he brings the word back to David and tells him, no, David, you're not going to build the palace. And the word that God brought to David was something along the lines of this. David, when you were a boy as a shepherd, I brought you out of the fields, and I've used you to do these things, and I've raised you up as a king. And the kingdom that I'm establishing through you will reign forever. So Jesus is a part of the lineage of David, and that will reign forever. And so I put you in this palace. You didn't build it for yourself. I put you in it. I have provided this. And it's like God was saying, I want you to remember, like, you're not gonna build a house for me where I become a pawn in your service. And that's an important thing, because like David was king. And you know, we can kind of, even with something that seems good, like we may go, oh, I want to do this for God. But we can kind of flip the roles there. So David's kind of exclamation here where he says, how great are you, sovereign God? It's this realization of, I'm not really doing anything for you, God. You're sovereign and you are the great one and you've done all this. So I thought it was pretty cool just to wrestle through that.
That was the question that I have for you, is sovereign is such a hard word for me. Like, and so you're saying sovereign really is above all, he is king. And so for David, as King David, now he's looking at, there's got to be this greater King of kings, higher Lord, one that's in control.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of brings a little bit more context to sovereign.
Yeah,
for
sovereign.
me.
So like overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great verse.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
That's a great verse.
I love that.
Good.
So, Drew, you know, we have our calendars at my house. The Sumstress loves her calendars. And my daily tear-off calendar in the bathroom,
Yes.
I struggle with it. Today's is actually, this one made sense to me.
Okay.
And I'll provide a little context. But April 2nd, 2020, it says, here's your advice for living your best life. It says, don't give up what you want most for what you want now.
Whoa.
Don't give up what you want most for what you want now. Thank you, calendar.
Wow.
Full of sage advice for April 2nd.
Dropping some wisdom.
I think so.
Okay.
Now, what do you think about when you hear that? Does that resonate with you?
It does. I think about vanilla wafers,
Okay.
you know, because I know that what I want is to eat the entire box.
Sure.
You know, like if I see them in the cupboard and it's like, oh, okay, it's lunchtime. Let's say it's lunchtime. I see them in the cupboard, I'm like, wouldn't mind throwing on a quick 30-minute show and eating this whole box of vanilla wafers, you know? But I know that that's not really what I should be doing. It's not good for my body. It's not good for my time, really. So I really hold off. And then later, as a family, we can all enjoy the greatness of vanilla wafers.
I'll take it even a step further.
Yeah,
I
please.
like your vanilla wafer analogy here. What about like some banana pudding?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so you have bananas.
Yep,
Now you can just enjoy a delicious banana,
for sure.
which is great. Or you could let those bananas maybe sit a little longer.
Yeah.
Make some banana pudding. Put your Nilla wafers around the edge of the banana pudding. Now you may be tempted to just, but if you let those sit for a day in the fridge, now you got a whole other level of Nilla wafer.
That kind of discipline is admirable.
Yeah, so
The ability to wait like that.
yeah, don't give up what you want
Yeah.
for what you want today.
Right.
Because what I want some Nilla wafer and a banana pudding. So I'm not going to eat the whole box of Nilla wafers today.
No, I'm not going to do that. I've got other plans. That's amazing.
Yeah, my daughter, Liza, she's 19, you know, stepping into adulthood.
Yeah.
Trying to manage finances, and she expressed this to me in a really good way. She's like trying to learn about money and financial wisdom, and apparently her financial guru is Kanye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kanye is quoted as saying, if you can't pay for it twice, you can't afford it. If you can't buy it twice right now with cash money,
Yes.
you can't afford it.
Yeah. Now, this is the same Kanye that was struggling with his clothing line,
I don't know. I just
right?
I don't dig into the
Okay,
personal
all right.
life.
Fair enough,
But
fair
if the
enough.
advice is good,
The advice is good. The advice is solid.
we'll stick with it. Okay, Drew. In our kitchen, we also have a calendar on our fridge.
Okay.
And it's the
the-
National Day
Yes,
of
yes.
calendar. Yesterday, April 1st, Trombone Players Day.
Yeah.
I think they got us on that one. I think that was a joke, but we celebrated.
Yep.
Partied hard.
Yep.
And today, though, I love this one.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to celebrate it, but I love it.
Okay.
National Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day.
Today is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day.
Yes.
That's an amazing holiday.
How do you feel about the peanut butter jelly sandwich?
I love the peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah, me too.
Love it. It's a solid. Are you a creamy or chunky guy?
Okay. It's a
Okay.
personal
Oh,
question.
yeah. No. Okay. In reference to peanut butter. In reference to peanut butter, are you a creamy
Super
or
chunk, man. If there's
Super
an
chunk.
option to have
Okay.
like chunks of peanuts, I'm down.
Okay, I want to know from you at home. Put it in the comments. Do you like it creamy? Do you like it chunky? I'm with you.
Super chunk.
If it's like regular chunk and then they go mega chunk, I'm like absolutely
Oh, yeah,
mega
if I
chunk.
can have extra chunk.
If I get a whole peanut in there, I'm not mad.
What is this? Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'll take
Thank
it.
you. Thank
Yes.
you, Skippy.
Thank you.
Well done.
I didn't even know chunky was a thing, like, because we didn't ever do it as a kid. And then when I grew into adulthood and could make decisions for myself and saw that that was an option, I was like, absolutely.
Yeah, see, my experience was a little different. My dad was chunky only.
Only chunky.
Only chunky. So that's what Mom bought was
Yeah.
chunky. And because of that, I was like, I wanted what I didn't have.
Yeah.
I really wanted the creamy. And so in our family, when Summer and I got married, we were creamy peanut butter people
Yeah.
all the time. And then I realized I liked the chunky and I was super conflicted. And then, I don't know, something out of the blue occurred to me. You can buy 2 jars of peanut butter. We
can.
have both in my house. And I'm going to tell you, there's an occasion here and there where I go, I think I'm going to enjoy some creamy peanut butter.
Yeah.
And I do.
Yeah. I call that the buy the cereal principle.
Right.
I've told it before, but
Yeah.
yes, absolutely. Bo, have you ever had this? What flavor of jelly would you buy if you were to make a proper peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Well, a proper one. I'm going. You know me.
Right.
I'm pretty old school, and I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah.
At heart.
Yep.
Grape jelly.
Right?
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich is grape jelly
Right.
on white bread, like Wonder Bread.
You ever got one of those where it's like a strawberry jelly and you're like, okay, I don't know what this is. What is this? Okay, come on. What are we doing here? If it's
Yeah.
not grape jelly, it doesn't feel like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich to me.
If they don't warn you ahead of
They
time,
don't warn you
it
ahead of
can
time?
be a little shocking.
Mom
Like,
sometimes was
maybe a
throwing
little
some stuff in
toothpick
there.
with a flag.
Yeah, like, hey,
Strawberry.
we're going a little different today.
Just heads up.
Is
Oh,
this
pretty-
boysenberry?
Really?
Why are we making boysenberry a jam right now? What is happening? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, good. Well, Bo, actually, it's so interesting. I keep my lunch in the pockets, and
What is this?
I actually have a Smucker's Uncrustable right now. This is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without the crust.
Could I touch it?
Absolutely. Well, you could have it. I actually cleaned it.
Is this for me?
That's for you.
Why is it so warm?
It was in my pocket.
Okay.
I've got 2.
Two.
Huh? Look
Oh.
at that. So if
And with grape jelly.
with grape jelly, come
Way to
on
go,
now.
Smuckers.
Listen. So I think you know what your lunch plans are today at home. Okay?
You know what? It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. With a
peanut
baseball
butter.
bat. Peanut butter jelly. Woo! Peanut butter jelly day.
There we
so
go.
exciting. Oh man.
Hope you make it a great peanut butter and jelly day.
Absolutely. Bo, we have Motivation Monday. We have Tuesday's tips. Wednesday Wonder. Today is Throwback Thursday. It's Thursday.
Throwback.
We're going to throw it way back. I'm very excited about today's Throwback Thursday.
Okay, what do we got for me?
We got a old photo of a couple of members of our staff.
Okay.
All right.
From
So,
right here at MCC.
Right here at MCC. I'm going to throw it up and see if you can guess who this is.
Okay.
So right here at MCC, members of our staff. This is an
What year is that?
This is 1996.
Okay.
1996. Members of the MCC staff.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, They look like sisters.
Yes.
So that's going to narrow it way down for me. We only have 2 sisters on staff. So the one who's perched up, who looks like she's running the whole show, directing the photographer, probably preached that day. Kind of like set up the whole Easter service, and like 30,000 people got saved that Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Johanna Beachy.
Absolutely. So that would make the sister
with the gloves.
The gloves.
I love the gloves.
The gloves.
Those gloves. That's gotta be Joy.
Absolutely.
Joy Beachy. Did I get it?
That is correct, Bo. That is correct. And we have a modern rendition of the photo.
Oh, look at them there.
Yes.
They recreated it.
They recreated the photo.
Wow. Easter, what, like 24 years later?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
24 years. Look at the gloves.
Look at the gloves. And you are correct. Johanna's still running the show. Yep. Absolutely.
That's our Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday.
Love that.
Fun. Thank you so much to the Beachy sisters for sharing that with us.
Love that. That's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a new segment today.
New segment.
I'm really excited about this. It's called Cooking with Dan.
Cooking with Dan.
Cooking with Dan. Dan's going to show us quickly how to make some delicious ribs. And Dan the man's ribs, woo!
That's right.
Let's watch this.
Cooking with Dan.
Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen where I'm preparing for dinner tonight, and I have baby back ribs on the menu. There's many ways to do this, but I'm going to show you a simple way of making delicious, juicy baby back ribs. So let's get started. Okay, here I have everything I need to prepare this meal. I have the meat, I have a pan for later on, I have a few ingredients too. The mustard and hot sauce are gonna help to make it sweet and tangy and also tenderize the meat and then act as a glue, if you will, for our third ingredient, which is our barbecue rub. It'll allow it to stick to the meat. My next step is going to be to use this paper towel to remove this membrane off the back of the meat. It will not cook down, it will only block the smoke and the flavor from getting under the meat. Next step is to add a little mustard to the back and some hot sauce. And I'm just gonna rub that in. And now I'll add our rub. And I'll pat that down. Now I'll flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, the ribs are prepared, and now I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to the smoker. Okay, here I am at the grill. Right now it's humming at like 280 degrees, but once I get this meat on, it'll cool down a little bit to maybe about 250, and I'm gonna cook this at 250 degrees for 4 hours or maybe more. Here I am at the smoker. It's been a couple of hours. It's humming at about 250 degrees. One quick tip is don't keep checking on the meat, because when you open it and check on it, well, basically you stop cooking. So if you're looking, you're not cooking. Here's another quick tip. After an hour or two, spray it with apple juice. This will add a little sweetness to it, and the apple flavor goes perfect with pork. Okay, our ribs are done. Take a look at this. All right, I'm gonna take a rack out here and place it on here and show you how I know that it's done. Come over here and take a look. When you start to pull these bones away from each other and it starts to tear, that's when you know that it's done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. And I'm gonna cut it so that I have meat on either side. It's always easier to cut it from the back side like this. Take it out like that. That is a beautiful looking rib. Got smoke ring, you got good color on there. And here's how I know that it's perfectly done. I'm gonna take a bite and it's gonna come off right where I took the bite. Back to you guys.
You could almost taste how delicious that was.
I did taste how delicious that was, because Dan brought some ribs in.
Yes. If you're looking, you're not cooking.
I love that.
That's amazing. that honestly was so good. I bet you there's some converted vegetarians.
Yeah, I think
I bet you I think Dan maybe converted some people.
after watching that, a vegetarian be like, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back.
My baby
Back, baby, back,
We
baby.
see you, Chili's too. We see you. All right.
That was awesome.
Speaking of new segments,
Yeah.
okay, we have a new segment we started yesterday photo of the day.
Photo of the day.
We threw out something. We threw out kind of a challenge,
Yep.
and it was laughter, right? And we had, I think there was probably about 14,000 photos
It was
came in.
it was like
Yeah.
a whole catalog.
It was a whole,
Yeah.
and so I know Eric didn't sleep. He just went through and picked out one that I think is just really, really fun.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. So
All right.
this photo represents laughter.
Laughter.
Tell me
all
what
right?
we got.
Here we go. This is Patrick and Queenie, and this is their child, Danny. All right. So sorry. Thank you. And this is the photo of laughter for them.
Oh.
And really, honestly, look how candid that photo is, and I just love it so much.
So sweet.
Patrick, you've probably seen him in our worship services with some sweet guitar licks.
Yeah, man.
Playing lead guitar. Really, really talented guy.
What a sweet photo. I love that. It
Absolutely.
looks just like laughter.
Yes.
Way to go, guys.
All right. Thank you so much. And so today,
Today,
we have a new challenge.
new photo challenge.
New word.
Lay it on us.
All right. The word is peace.
Peace.
Peace. Or peace. All right. Peace.
But not like peace, like not a piece of my mind, but
No, yeah, no.
like peace of mind.
Absolutely. P-E-A-C-E.
Love it.
Peace.
All right, can't
All
wait
right.
to see what they give to us.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yes. So keep
be
sending
great.
in your photos.
Yeah, please do. I want to see those.
And we'll choose a photo of the day for tomorrow. Very good.
Participate.
In other news.
All right.
In other news, all right. Oh,
Our daily time in
our
the
daily
Union
time in the
Leader.
Union Leader. Okay, April 2nd, 4-2, Fortitude. Okay, Union Leader is our local newspaper here in New Hampshire. And as I was looking, I didn't honestly need to go very far, Bo.
Oh, front page.
Front page.
Front page news.
Bedford, where we live, all right, rallies to feed Wilbur the pig after his school lunch leftovers stop. All right. So apparently, what has happened, and I don't know, we've been feeding Wilbur the pig leftovers from lunch, and it's Memorial Elementary School
Oh, it's across the street.
across the street.
From
So
this
I'm
campus.
believing Wilbur. I believe he's within earshot.
I wish you.
We're
wonder if
talking
Wilbur,
about you, Wilbur.
Could Wilbur come for a visit?
We'll see.
I would love
But,
to have Wilbur on the show.
We're feeding him, the sloppy joes and
Tacos.
the tacos and
Pizza
the pizzas and all this stuff.
crust. Yeah.
Well, when the school went into quarantine, they weren't feeding him anymore, and he went on a hunger strike.
They weren't feeding him at all.
Well, no, they were giving him, the diet of hay and cracked corn and other sweet feed, but the 550-pound Wilbur would not eat.
A pig of principles.
A pig of principles,
He's
right?
like, I am not eating your cracked corn.
So the community has rallied.
The community-
All right. The strong community of Bedford has rallied, and we're getting him fed. And I thought it showed a sign of strength, and it showed a sign of just. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so emotional right now. I don't mean to get so. This is just. It's such an inspirational
It is.
story.
I have never been more proud than I am right now to live in the town of Bedford, New Hampshire. Wilbur!
Yes. Okay.
That a boy. What a. Man, I just love that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm holding out, man.
I'm holding. Listen, guys, you don't switch from delicious tacos to giving me cracked corn. Like, where's my regular diet of pepperoni?
I know. I wonder if he had like a little sign or something.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Will not eat. Will not eat. Yes. All right.
boy, Wilbur.
Wilbur. And Bo, I don't claim to be like the smartest guy.
That's probably smart.
Okay.
That's
The family circus.
family circus.
The referential that you have to understand this cartoon is so high. I don't know what elite you are writing to that you think they will be able to understand what is going on here.
It's pretty snobby.
This is, today, okay? Mom is looking in. We've got the son. He's got his elbows out of the bath, okay? And he's saying, it's a quote from him, "I hope somebody's counting all these baths I've been taking."
Okay.
Okay, what? No one counts baths. I don't. If you bathe every day, it's a 365, right? If you, every other day, it's another number that I don't know right off the top of my head. But
Like 180.
sure, yeah, all right. So I don't understand
Yeah, whatever. 182.5.
Why is he requesting a count of his baths?
I'm assuming
his
there's
mom.
I don't. I mean, I've been trying to interpret,
Yeah.
and I think thus far I've done a pretty good job. One possible interpretation, and this could be one of those that like it really gives you multiple like
Right.
looks into life, but one possible interpretation might be that that taking a bath is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like this is a good thing. Like kind of like the mantra that cleanliness is next to godliness.
Absolutely.
Which is not in the Bible, by the way, but
Okay.
you know that this is a good thing, and he hopes that he's getting credit for this good thing that he's been doing an awful lot of, which I would assume is probably like a throwback to a reference to all the bad things that are kind of getting knocked off.
Oh, so he's working in this kind of judicial system,
Yeah, like a point.
like
thing.
where he's trying to the scales, the weights, and he's saying, yeah, I crayon on the wall.
I did.
I threw my food down on the.
I pinched my sister.
I pinched my sister.
Yeah.
That's really bringing down.
Bit the dog,
Hope the
yeah.
baths are
Yeah, kind of weighing
out.
even the scales of justice there.
Clearly not a universal thing. I don't think this is universal enough for us to put it in a publication as with such a broad circulation as the Union Leader.
Yet
I
it
mean,
has been done.
This feels like a you had to be there kind of thing, you know? And I just feel like for the Keene family, let's keep it to yourselves. I don't know.
Okay,
But-
well,
okay.
all right.
But that's the family circus. And also at Shaw's today, Lay's potato chips, it's a buy one, get one.
Okay.
And Lay's, I mean, I didn't know this, they make the Tostitos.
Well, Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
Well, Frito-Lay,
That's
but
a
then, okay.
large conglomerate.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of the chips.
Making a lot of chips. And so, yeah, you get the buy one, get one on the,
Well, no one can eat just one.
you can't eat just one.
No, you need more than one.
You can't. So,
Hey, man, how about that weather?
interesting that weather because today it's a little rainy, a little drizzly.
Well, yeah. First of all, when I was up this morning and I got an alert on my phone, and my phone on April 2nd, I don't know how I feel about this, said snow alert.
No,
It did.
you're kidding.
I feel like that was a bit sensationalist.
Yeah.
There's no snow. It's not going to snow.
Was it because
Snow.
there's possibility of precipitation, and with the temperature that it was, they're saying maybe?
I'm not a meteorologist, but there's a 90% chance of precipitation. It's going to rain today. It's
gonna rain.
Could be drizzly, but
Okay.
snow?
Snow
Snow, yeah.
on April 2nd.
On April
That's
2nd.
what they're projecting.
What's snow
Potential.
alert?
Snow alert.
But be alert.
Hey, be alert.
Snow.
Be alert. There's a lot of alerts we could throw out there, right? Like, be alert. Somebody might make a really bad joke today. Like, I feel like if we're alerting, it just seems
I think our audience is very well aware.
at that point it's moved to a warning, right? I mean, it's like warning. These guys are gonna give a pun that's gonna make you want to leave the room. Yep. Okay.
Okay, that's the weather.
That's the weather.
That's what we got.
Very good. Very good. Well, Bo, we got a daily rant for us, and I really believe I have a topic today that I think you're really going to be able to give us something good.
I will give you a passionate response.
passionate response. There's very little that our friend Bo here is ambivalent about. Okay, and today your rant topic is children with light-up shoes.
Children with
light-up shoes.
children with light up shoes. Okay, Drew.
Okay.
Drew, okay.
All right.
All right, look here, kids. I understand wanting to have some cool shoes, some different shoes, some shoes that you love to put on your feet, some shoes that make you feel fancy and special. But these light up shoes, man, you don't understand that you're giving people seizures? You start running around, tippy-topping and jumping all over the place, and boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo, lights are going off all over the place, and there's people who can't handle that kind of stimulation visually. And when that light enters into their sensory brain part, and it starts to like go woo, 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 then all of a sudden they're seizing up, and it's all because you had to have some special little light-up shoes. Well, look at you, little Susie, with your special little shoes. Isn't that cute? We got somebody laying on the floor over here. We got to put a wallet in their mouth, and I'm not making light of that, because that's tragic, and that's scary, and that can be really terrifying. So I think we can just do everyone a favor and maybe lay off the light up shoes for a little bit. Get some normal shoes to put on your feet and walk around and be proud about being able to say, hey, I don't have to wear light up shoes. Thank you.
Wow. Yes. Listen, the movies, when you're in a movie theater
Oh boy.
and you see the and it's just like,
Turn them off.
whew, it's hard. And that's the thing, I think that's probably one of my biggest critiques is there is no on-off button. It is, if I step, it's lighting up, you know?
I don't like the wheels on the shoes either.
Ooh, wheels.
You're sitting there minding your own business, walking like in the mall, and all of a sudden this kid's like, "Whoa! How in the what? What was that? What is this kid gliding?"
He's gliding.
I was not prepared for that.
We
and
got
they're
a
hidden up
wizard.
in there, like
Yeah.
like you push a button and.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. And if you are at home and you're watching and you do have light-up shoes, it's okay. I just feel like maybe we're ostracizing a large part of our audience.
I'm willing to take that risk.
I know my very own children are watching, and I think that they would probably say, "I like my shoes."
You bought your kids light up shoes? Where was that in the interview process?
Oh man.
We're adding a new question to our interview. Wow. Okay. Well, we got a lot of work to do.
Bo, listen, I got a question for you. Before we move here, have you seen this game? The Uno
Uno?
Flip.
Whoa, not just Uno.
It's not just regular Uno, folks. Uno Flip. Okay?
I'm confused.
Right.
Because
And-
I understand Uno.
Right.
It's a great game.
Great game. Not broken.
No,
Right?
I-
We don't need to fix it.
I
you know?
wouldn't think so. I love Uno.
But we have enhanced it because here's the deal with Uno Flip. There's a light side, the normal Uno. Then there's like a dark side. So there's a card that you play that says flip, and it's like, and in my house I do this. I go flip,
Yeah,
and so then, and so we flip it, and it goes to the other side of the deck. And so now you're playing a completely different game because the back of the cards are different. So whereas you thought, I'm killing this, I got wilds all over the place. I got, now it's like you don't know what you can have.
Now you're on the dark side.
Now you're on the dark side. And then you can flip it back. There's another card on that side that flips it back. And on the dark side, there's like choose 7. They're hard. It's a hard side.
Does the game ever end?
The game never ends. It never ends.
That's what they're doing. Like
That's what they're
Uno
doing.
just went, how do we suck them into a vortex they can never leave?
It's been 28 years.
Still playing
We're playing
Uno
the same
Flip.
game. Does anybody have a Crustable? It's our last Crustable. Yeah, so it's fantastic. And I know there's a lot of games happening going on, and so I just wanted to make mention, if you're playing a family game at home, share with us on our page the game. Maybe
I feel like all our Uno games end in with a flip. Like
Just-
somebody's just mad. They flip the table.
for me, that's Monopoly.
Oh yeah, Monopoly,
Monopoly.
always ends in a flip. You gotta
Oh,
flip the
man.
board.
Because Monopoly's not just like, okay, we won, good. It's
Oh.
a slow death, right? I
Well, yeah, and then
you're
they're-
losing for like half an hour.
And
you know?
whoever's raking in the money is like,
And they're so snarky about it. That'll be $100.
well, hold on here. So I have 4 hotels and a
They
luxury
declare.
resort with your compounded interest.
I know what you have. I know what you have.
have.
One time, I got this is a story. Okay, one time we were playing Monopoly with my family and my mother-in-law Karen. I call her omniscient Karen.
Karen.
Okay, so Karen's one of these people who's like, hey, Karen, what's the temperature going to be today? And she's going to know it, right? And she's going to, and if we're driving somewhere.
There is an app for
I know
that,
this,
okay.
but it's just she knows. She's got information. She's all knowing. And so like, hey, when are we going to get home? And she's like, it'll be about 6:55. So then I do this thing where I'm like, okay. I would test her,
Yep.
and she's always right.
Okay.
She nailed it, right? One time we're playing Monopoly. Slow death. I'm losing. I'm going out. I know I'm going out. There's an asterisk on the game because they're playing in the Seymour family rules, okay? The rules are not to the game. They have their own family way of playing, and so I'm like,
Quick point of clarification.
Yeah.
Were you in her house?
no, we were in my house.
Whoa.
I
my-
know.
Okay, why would you agree to their rules if you're in your house?
Outnumbered, but okay. We're playing, it's a slow death. I finally am closed out, right? I have to give all my money to Karen. I take the money, remaining money I have, okay? I rub it in my armpits, and
you
I
didn't.
throw it in her general direction, like wanting to hit her in the face.
Towards her face?
Towards her face, but it's Monopoly money, so it just kind of like floats down. But I wanted to make a point, and then I just walk away, and it's so embarrassing. It's very quiet in the room. Then everybody starts giggling and laughing. They finish out the game. The next day had to go to her work. I bought her an I'm sorry muffin, and I had to make a point of repentance because I had embarrassed myself so. So Monopoly is a very hard game for me.
There's a lot of things in that story, but I want to hone in on one thing.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, muffin?
Yeah, I felt like the pastry is the best way to apologize.
Like
Some type of
what?
fancy pastry.
I'm assuming not like a bran muffin.
No, I believe it was blueberry.
Yeah.
And so it was from this nice bakery, and so I brought it in. I had written a note on the top of I apologize, and I'm trying to be better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bo, we have some more commercials coming up, and so I would like for people to pay attention because we've got some really exciting things happening.
Yeah.
Today's Rooted Rhythm Challenge is praying and spending time hearing Jesus' voice. Here at MCC, we pray for one. We pray for one person to share God's love with. My everyday invitation to hear from God. If the primary purpose of the Bible is for God to speak to us, then many make the assumption that the primary purpose of prayer is for us to speak to God. While it is true that prayer is a way for us to speak to God, we can remember that we are in the presence of God. Yes, He is omnipresent, but just like we can be at a dinner table with someone and be so distracted that we never really enter into their presence, we can do this with God too. Remembering that when we pray, we are coming face to face with the God of the universe. When we pray, we step into God's kingdom, His world, the place where God rules. So I ask this challenging question to you. What is more challenging for you, to speak to God or to listen to God? So thankful that you're part of this Rooted Rhythm Challenge as we pursue a life of rhythm together. Back to you, Bo and Drew.
Oh, I love that. The prayer rhythm of Rooted and the challenge there to be praying. Thank you, Sue, for that. And our daily devotion from Every Day with Jesus today, daily devotion in 140 characters or less for April 2nd. It says, submission is the key to experiencing true spiritual oneness with God. When we submit to God, the great distractions lose their appeal. And then our verse is Job 22, verse 21. It says, submit to God and be at peace with Him. In this way, prosperity will come to you. And I love the thought that when we submit to God, the great distractions lose their appeal. And, those great distractions can mean a number of things and maybe different things for different people at different times. But that submission to God and being at peace with Him, that's the only way to have peace with Him. Like, we're not going to find peace with God with any other way than submitting to His sovereign authority. Yeah, so love that.
I liked in that Job passage, it talked about peace. And that was our photo challenge, so I think there's some really cool stuff happening.
Can't wait to see what they give us on that.
Yes,
That's good.
very good. Well, Bo, it's time for Trivial Pursuit.
Yes.
This is where we play. We pick out a card at random from the deck, and we challenge you at home as well to play.
Please play along, make a guess. I'm going to make a guess. If you don't know, make an educated guess or uneducated guess. Type something in there. Let's play along. And
we still have as a prize, if you get all 6 questions correct, a signed copy from Mark Hayward of the Union Leader.
yeah, I heard he got promoted again.
He did get promoted. He's actually Russian Tsar now. Yeah.
That's good.
So he's doing really well for himself.
He is, yeah.
Way to go, Mark. All right. Blue.
Blue is geography.
Geography. What U.S. state doesn't have borders? What U.S. state doesn't have borders?
What? Okay, well, there's one state that is islands only. There's still kind of borders on that. Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct.
Okay.
Hawaii is
Yes.
correct. All right.
Okay.
All right. Pink.
Pink is entertainment.
Entertainment. Who portrayed the doomed schoolteacher in The Birds?
Oh, no.
Who portrayed the doomed schoolteacher in The Birds?
Hitchcock film.
Yeah, are you a Hitchcock fan?
Well, I'm more of a Hitchcock appreciator.
Appreciator.
Yeah, Psycho.
That's
That's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Rear
yeah.
Window. I mean, a lot of great films.
Yep.
I don't know the answer to this, so I'm going to totally just random guess. Margaret Mitchell.
No, it is Suzanne Pleshette.
Oh, yeah. I did not know
Suzanne Pleshette.
that. Okay.
Okay,
That was a tough one.
that is a tough one. Yellow.
Yellow is history.
Okay. What was the Princess of Wales' maiden name? What was the Princess of Wales' maiden name?
The Princess of Wales' maiden name.
Maiden name.
Like her last name, right?
Her last name before she was married.
Oh, man, I don't. Princess Grace. I don't know if that's probably not even her first. Princess of. I don't know. Johnson.
Johnson is incorrect. It's Spencer.
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 Wow.
Okay, this
boy.
is a tough card
I'm
today.
doing well.
Okay.
It's a little embarrassing.
This is Brown.
Brown is literature.
Literature.
Yeah.
Okay. Which came first, the book or the phrase Catch 22? Which came first, the book or the phrase Catch
All right.
22?
Catch 22, Joseph Heller, I believe, wrote it. And it was a movie. I'm going to say, boy, I don't know. It's a total guess. 50-50, though.
It really is.
I'm going to say the book.
The book is correct.
Yes, okay.
The book is correct. Look at that.
Okay.
Green.
Green is science and nature.
Okay. What's the great and proud claim to fame of Thomas Crapper? What's the great and proud claim to fame of Thomas Crapper?
Okay, you guys are going to love this one, but I do have to speak into this. I can't believe we got this card. I actually wrote about this question in the book Decentralized.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I did. This very question, talking about Trivial Pursuit and how trivia can be fun, but it's pretty trivial. So
Yeah.
this answer is actually wrong. It is
okay.
not correct.
Okay.
The answer on the card is that he invented the flush toilet.
That is correct.
That is not correct, though.
Okay.
No, he did not invent the flush toilet. What he had was a bathroom appliance store,
Absolutely.
and where he like highlighted these things. You go in like a showroom and buy them. So he's kind of urban legend. That's
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
A little more than you wanted there, but
Do you think because of his last name, that's why?
yeah,
people-
it's crapper, and
Yeah.
yeah, so you call that a crapper.
Oh, that's
yeah.
okay. I like it. Orange.
Orange is sports,
Okay.
sports and leisure.
What do you say after "Hey Mabel"? What do you say after "Hey Mabel"?
Yahtzee. No, just kidding. It's not Yahtzee. What do you say after, "Hey Mabel"?
Hey Mabel.
Is this like maybe like a marbles reference, or it's some kind of weird thing? Hey Mabel.
Hey Mabel.
Hey Mabel. Hey Mabel. Yahoo.
Yahoo is incorrect. Black Label.
Hey Mabel. Black Label.
Black Label.
Black Label.
Is
All
that
right.
some kind of cards reference?
Don't know. Must be. Maybe.
What is the context of that? Please, if you know, in the chat.
Let us know.
Let us know.
I think it's bridge.
Bridge.
No, it's, hey Mabel.
Hey Mabel, Black Label.
Wow,
Okay.
I did poorly.
All right.
Yeah.
We did. Yep, that's fine.
I don't think anybody got all those right.
Anybody get
Unless they were cheating.
anything correct out there?
All right.
Wait, I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Good job.
Hey,
Yep.
Drew, we may have some. They're going to give us some information
okay.
here in just a second.
Yep.
Let's see what we've got. This better be good. 'Cause this isn't good. Okay, Bill Mitchell only missed
only
one.
missed one.
He only
All
missed
right.
one. I think he didn't know the Hey Mabel, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's pretty good at this game. All right. Drew, way to go, Bill. You don't get the signed copy of the Union Leader.
Not
You're
yet.
clear about the rules, so don't expect anything in the mail from us.
From the Russian Tsar, Mark Hayward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew, we have a little segment we like to call Drew's Crisp High Five.
That's right.
My
That's
man
right.
Drew's last name is Crisp, Drew Crisp.
That's right.
And he loves to give crisp high fives, yet we cannot do that during this time of social distancing. Therefore, I'm going to give you a topic.
Okay.
And you're going to give us your top 5 on this topic. Now, in honor of National Peanut Butter and Jelly
Absolutely.
Day,
Yep.
Drew, I would like for you to give us your top 5 jellies and or jams.
Okay.
Top 5 jellies and or jams.
Top 5. I mean, that first one, I think I made it pretty clear earlier. Grape jelly is going to be up there.
Sure.
That's going to be there. You know, I joke about a strawberry preserve, but I enjoy a good strawberry jam, like on a English muffin.
I like the preserves.
The preserves. Yeah. Yeah. One time I tried to have some strawberry jam, but we hadn't preserved it. Thank you. I'm sorry. And okay, so let's go with jams. Give me so it's
Top 5.
top 5
Jellies and or jams.
jellies and or jams. Listen, would apple butter be considered in that?
I would put it in the within that universe.
Okay, within that. So that is definitely one of my favorite because you're familiar with the restaurant. Let's see, it's Broken Barrel.
Cracker
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel.
I've been there.
Yes, and so I'll go there and you can do the apple butter and biscuits. You just order their biscuits and they bring a little of the apple butter, and I love.
Next time I go there, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
That's 3.
That's 3. Let's go with blueberry.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. Yeah, blueberry.
You like the blueberry?
I like the blueberry.
Okay.
I like a good. I like the flavor of blueberry.
Okay.
Do you like blueberry?
Sure.
Okay.
Not opposed.
And then also, very similar to this, the cherry. I like cherry jam.
Cherry jam.
Cherry jam. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Those are good.
What did I miss?
I thought you would have said Space Jam.
Oh, yes. I should have. I really should have. Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Bugs
Great.
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
Should have won some awards.
Should have definitely won some awards.
Yeah.
Holds
underrated,
up.
Underrated film. Oh yeah, stands
Holds
the test
up.
of time.
Yep.
Highly recommend it.
Quick question. Is he still the greatest basketball player of all time?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
No question.
No question.
LeBron hasn't changed that
LeBron
narrative.
may be. I mean, we could say LeBron may be the greatest athlete of all time.
Okay.
But I think just basketball player, because there's just a whole other thing with Jordan, where you just had to see what he was going to do.
Okay.
And LeBron's
Yeah.
amazing. I don't take anything away from him.
Right.
I just think the sheer. I have to see what Jordan's going to do. The showmanship, the whole package.
It's true.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep.
And then I think you one I would not have been shocked at because is a petroleum jelly.
Yes. Yeah, and I also really enjoy some Traffic Jam.
Traffic Jam.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
I do.
You can catch up on your audiobooks.
You can catch up. I'm a podcast guy,
Okay.
and so I like hearing.
I think petroleum jelly though is underrated.
Petroleum jelly is
it's
underrated.
quite a versatile product.
It really is.
It's a lot of uses.
It really is, and in these dry times,
you want to jelly that up.
Good. Well, Bo, it's time for Sermon Remix.
Cool.
This is where we take a look at a portion of the sermon. I loved how you did this. The sermon about down the mountain, coming down from the Transfiguration, and you included this song in your message. And what was the song again? It was from
Stephen Curtis Chapman.
Okay, I thought you
and
wrote the song.
Jeff Moore
Okay, no.
wrote the song, and Stephen Curtis Chapman recorded it, I think, on an album in like 1994. So it's an older song, and it was just as I was kind of preparing the message, I kept hearing it over and over. So I asked Dan King, our creative arts pastor, if he would play it, and I could just hear him doing it. And he did such a beautiful rendition of this song.
Jeff Moore in the distance? Jeff Moore?
That's Jeff Moore. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very good. Well, check this out.
I wanna build a house up on this mountain, way up high, where the peaceful waters flow, to quench my thirsty soul. Up on the mountain, I can see for miles up on this mountain. Troubles seem so small they almost disappear. Lord, I love it here, up on the mountain. My faith is strengthened by all that I see, to make it easy for me to believe, up on the mountain. Oh, up on the mountain. I would love to live up on this mountain and keep the pain of living life so far away. But I know I can't stay up on the mountain. I said I'd go, Lord, wherever you lead. For where you are is where I most wanna be. And I can tell we're headed for the valley. Yes, we are. My faith is strengthened by all that I see. So Lord, help me remember what you showed me up on the mountain. Ooh, yeah. You bring me up here on the mountain for me to rest and learn and grow. I see the truth up on the mountain, and I carry it to the world far below. So as I go down to the valley, knowing that you will go with me. This is my prayer, Lord, help me to remember what you showed me up on the mountain. Oh, up on the mountain. I cherish these times up on the mountain. But I can't leave this place because I know someday you'll take me home to live forever. Up on the mountain. Oh, up on the mountain.
Oh, that was a great song.
It was really meaningful
Yeah.
for me. I thought Dan just, wow. I could hear his voice singing it, and I love singing along with him over and over again. And yeah, that song really ministers to me.
And I thought it fit really well into the sermon because of the context that you were sharing.
Yeah, the God gives us these mountaintop experiences with him where we get a glimpse of his glory, his sovereignty, his majesty, strength, power, but we don't stay there. I mean, there will be a day where, we stay on the mountain with him, where we stay with him in his heavenly home and are a part of his eternal kingdom in that way.
Yeah.
But this day, we go down with him into the valley, and he's with us in that. But those memories, those moments with him where we've seen a glimpse of who he is and what he is capable of and how he is, just total love. They give us strength and energy and even just basic courage to walk down through whatever valley we're gonna go through, but he's right there with us. And so I love that. I love it when that song's kind of resonating in my heart and playing back in my mind. It gives me great courage.
I think it's pretty important in this season that we have that kind of message, that in the valley, he's with us.
Yeah.
Because I am starting to hear words like fatigue or burnout. People just, because it is a different norm, right? And it's new, and there's some, we're restricted in some ways, and so people are starting to feel that tension. And I think that this message of him being with us in that valley, whatever that is, whatever we're going through, is what's going to hold us through. I talked about fortitude and having the perseverance that only comes through the power of the Holy Spirit. And I just think that's a huge reminder that you gave us. So
Yeah, the struggle is real.
yes.
It is a very real struggle. And whatever you're experiencing today, God has not abandoned you. No way. He is here. He is alive. He has hope. But his hope is better than, like things going back to the way they were. He has a bright future for his kingdom and for you with a place in his kingdom. And so he's not abandoned you. Look for him, see him, trust him. He's sovereign and he's here. And this is the day.
This is the day.
This is the day.
So sovereign, who was, who is to come.
Is to come.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
that's exciting. Okay.
Absolutely.
What a good day.
It is a good day.
This
I've
is a
enjoyed
day.
this day with you.
I've enjoyed this as well.
I've enjoyed it with you guys. Thanks for joining us on This Is the Day.
Absolutely.
Hope that you will take that prayer challenge to heart and be praying and talking with God, aware of his presence all the time, enjoying him. And just as a reminder, we pray for one. It's as simple as saying, God, please give me one person to share your love with.
Yep.
And so we don't just talk about it, we actually do it. So could we pray that together? Would you pray that out loud? God, please give me one person to share your love with. And then today, as God brings people to your mind, it's not an accident, it's not a coincidence, it's an on purpose. God is putting people on your heart and mind so that you'll reach out to them and share his love with them. And it's as simple as a simple text or a phone call, an email, reaching out on social media. But if you think about somebody, reach out to that person today. They'll appreciate it. It'll go further and do more than you can ever even begin to imagine. Submit to God in that and reach out to those people, and be especially mindful of those who are living alone. And take even a little extra effort every day, maybe to reach out to somebody that you know that's living alone and connect with them and share God's love. It'll be powerful, and it'll help change our world.
Absolutely. And happy National Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich Day.
That's right. You gonna enjoy your Uncrustable?
Absolutely.
I'm saving mine for lunch.
Absolutely.
Hey, this is the day. Make it a great day. We love you. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Thank you.